Hello, my name is Lucas, this is a bit of lit, and I'm here in my new apartment at one of my bookshelves. This one came with the apartment, it's missing the shelf up here. And then, yeah, it's kind of a mess right now. But I will be fixing this and moving all these books to the bookshelf you are used to seeing, which is over here in the little living room. But I thought I'd give a little update on non-fiction November reading. I'm certainly not going to read all the books that I promised. I thought I would be able to, but moving has taken up a whole week of time, plus some other stressful things. Look, my girlfriend's sister made this, and then she made the other side, which is me. How cute. Anyway. I have read Maoism by Julia Lovell, which is sort of a history of Maoist ideology, and basically serves as a warning against violent ideologies as a force of change, because it talks about the changes brought about in China at his time, with the Chinese Revolution and this kind of stuff. Nepal, modern day, India, Peru with shining light, European and American influences, Black Panthers and such, Zimbabwe. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other places right now. It's been a couple weeks since I read it, actually. And I made a video in the old room to talk about it, but I didn't really like how I said it in that video. So anyway, it does serve as a warning. It's pretty good. I don't know much about Maoism, I guess, and the effect of this form of communism throughout the world. But it was an interesting read. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the tone all the time of the book, but pretty good. And then recently I reread SPQR by Mary Beard, which is a grand scope kind of history up until the point that now I'm forgetting Commodus, was it Commodus, who gave all people in the Roman Empire citizenship, which led to other problems and is her belief for the sort of downturn for the Roman Empire. Yeah, it was great to reread. Certainly, I had so many notes about these things, and yeah, the tone that I took reading it before was, I was a very different person. So it was interesting to see the kind of thoughts that I had. I was I was very snarky in my comments that I was writing or typing on the Kindle edition that I have, making jokes to myself and that kind of thing. The book itself is fantastic. I really appreciate that it doesn't focus on like hearsay or these kind of things, or focus on the unique quirks of certain Roman emperors, like Caligula or Nero, who are famous for being utterly terrible, and definitely humbles the so-called great emperors that are everybody's favorites, like Marcus Aurelius or Trajan, for example. All that was really great, and I really appreciate the sort of in-depth kind of analytical view of sort of being cautious about making assumptions based on some facts that some surviving artifacts that seem to point toward certain conclusions that could be made or have been made, Beard does a really great job of every time, you know, making it clear that we don't know the whole story. And there's great debate about basically everything, which is really cool. And she does a great job of offering different perspectives on certain issues. And there are definitely, now that I've read it again, there's quite a few characters of Roman history, people that I'm more interested in reading about than I was the first time. The first time I read it, I was pretty happy. Well, I got the vision of it, and this time reading, I really want to read more about Augustus, for example, and even Trajan, or the emperor that gave everyone citizenship, and what was going on in the British Isles, and this kind of thing. Quite a few different aspects that are really, really interesting and fascinating, and I definitely would like to read more in depth about basically everyone. But those are just some of the ones. Augustus in particular. I don't really have a lot of interest in reading about Julius Caesar. I will. I have enough interest, but I think, yeah, reading maybe Pompey is quite interesting to me. And, who was the third guy? Crassus, also very interesting to me, who, yeah, was beheaded and all that. I'd like to know more about him. I guess I saw him in Spartacus, the movie, but anyway. Julius Caesar, I don't know why. I'm not that interested in him, but I am interested in Augustus. And a few other emperors after him. Anyway, yeah, I will set everything up eventually to make a nice presentation like I was before, and have a more focused kind of video as I was doing. But for now, I don't have much to say other than I have been reading. And hello, Mother. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're okay. Please message in the comments down below, because this is personal, but she hasn't been on Facebook in a while, and that's the only way I talk to her. So hope you're doing all right. I will, I guess, find a way to make a call to you, but it's very hard living in China. But I will find a way, because, yeah, been kind of sad about that. And you should all call your mother if you have a good and healthy relationship with her, I suppose. Bye.